welcome to AIDS LifeCycle 2019. You've come together knowing that you are about to embark on one of the hardest weeks of your life. Your participation moves us closer to our dream, the end of AIDS.
Each of you brings a unique history to AIDS LifeCycle, one of love and one of loss. But what is incredible about this group of 3,000 people is that although our paths leading to this moment may have been different, the road ahead is the same.
We want to thank you for your determination to do something truly meaningful in the fight against AIDS. Together, we have raised $16.7 million. A new record! Woo!
Riding out of Cal Palace on day one, it's electric. There's so many people, there's a crowd, all of those riders corralled together, funneling through a city.
I feel like in that moment, everybody has that one same goal. It's either to get home, it's create unity, but in that very moment when you cross the start line, you all have that one same goal.
You know, riding down Highway 1 with people cheering you on, some strangers, some people who had lost people to AIDS. It was just really touching.
After the first day, you kind of get in a rhythm and you realize that you can do this.
I signed up back in 1993. My brother and I did the first ride together. We decided that we didn't want to sit around and watch people pass away and die on us, and we wanted to do something about it, and we wanted to do something right there and then. We sat down in an orientation, listened to Lori Jean, and that was history. And so here I am today, still doing something. I ride to keep their hearts beating. Every single human being should have a chance to live.
And I was looking for a way to give back to the LGBT community. People keep coming back saying this is the best thing they've ever done in their entire lives. Riding 545 miles, and I'm looking forward to experiencing myself.
I had gotten into cycling and always cared about public health issues and was also part of the queer community. I'm like, wow, that hits all three.
In October 2010, I was diagnosed with HIV. Right when it happened, I wanted to immerse myself, educate myself more, to get more connected with my community. And I'm finally in the place where I can sign up and do it. Before, I was utilizing the resources that this provides, and now I get to be a part of providing them to people who struggled, similar to how I struggled.
I am doing this for a whole community of people that I know and love. I'm doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my partner, I'm doing it for such a great cause and two great organizations.
The route has been an amazing way to see California. I've lived in this state for 5 or 6 years, and I've, of course, driven through it. But riding through it, you get to see every hill, every town, really absorb its character, and really see the culture come through.
We get to see the Central Valley of California, where people are picking strawberries and artichokes and God knows what. Just seeing different lives and just realizing how different the lives are, even in just one state of California.
You get to see so many different things that I'm just not accustomed to seeing because I live in Los Angeles. You see farms. We passed a bunch of cows yesterday or whatever. Then you go down the coast, you see the beautiful coastline. You're going down and seeing all these different people, you know, all these different communities, small and bigger, and the fact that a lot of them still have love and come out, it's really nice.
This ride also brings you close and personal with challenging to levels that you have never expected. But when it's so beautiful, it doesn't matter. And with the energy of everyone, just sort of like keep going and enjoy the scenery and enjoy the people.
A roadie is essentially support staff. I'm the bus liaison captain. The bus liaisons pick up the riders that can't continue riding that day. We help get them back to camp safely, and we keep their spirits up. There's 650 of us that have all volunteered our time to help these cyclists get from San Francisco to Los Angeles.
You don't think about how hard it is to transport thousands of people down a coastline.
They do the bike repairs, they get the campsite set up, they work really hard behind the scenes, and it couldn't happen without them.
It makes the biggest difference when you're achy, just want to get to camp and go to sleep, but then you have people who are just cheering you on and telling you how great you are and how much they appreciate you, and roadies are MVPs.
Hey girl, hey! Welcome to Rest Stop 3!
I know that giving up an entire week to get up early and set up everything to make sure that we're supported and that we can ride is no easy feat.
Roadies, thank you for feeding me. I couldn't have made it without you.
Thank you for taking care of us. I couldn't do it without them.
I don't even know if there's really words for the amazingness of the community. Everyone is so positive, and when you're down, other people lift you up and make sure you're taking care of yourself and you're taking care of each other. It's the biggest, warmest hug you've ever had.
It's really all about the people riding, the people fundraising, the volunteers, everyone who's been a part of this from A to Z. That's what it's about.
This event has really solidified how much the LGBTQ community and their allies cares for each other. The effort and attention that went into this is very meaningful, and I've seen so many people cry, including myself, about just how strong the community is. It's very moving.
AIDS LifeCycle is obviously, it's important for the money that we raise, but the ability to be out amongst other communities that we pass through and interact with those people has such power.
When we roll through town, a lot of people ask us, what is this? Why are you here? And by taking the time to explain it and to share your knowledge and share your story, that helps give education.
For me, the impact of HIV and AIDS is very prevalent in my community. I'm a black gay man. Statistically, they say that almost half of urban black gay men will become affected by the end of their lives. That's a huge number that needs to change. I hope that there are other minorities who see this and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should get tested. Maybe I should find out what's going on. If we don't talk about these things, they're not going to go away. And the more we discuss it, the more people get in their brains and the more regular it becomes, and we can lower these infection rates.
You should ride because it is a meaningful experience. This community is so ready to help you get where you need to be for this ride, that even if you're just taken off the training wheels, you could make it.
In the past 6 months, I've rode close to 1,000 miles. Tiring, there's a lot of pain involved, but the people you have met, the friendship you have made is very, very valuable, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
A lot of people say, oh, it's in my bucket list. And I always say to them, well, take it out of your bucket list. There's no time like now, and there's no ride in the world like this.
545 miles of love. of encouragement, of awareness, of being with family and friends.
I'm doing the AIDS Life Cycle because the first time it's changed my life. I just have to keep coming back.
I definitely want to do this again. It's going to bring so much more of a sense of community for me.
Give me a couple days for my legs to rest, but I'll definitely be doing the AIDS Life Cycle again.
You know, coming on the ride, it's not easy. I'm really honest about that with people, but it's the best challenge you'll ever have, and it ends up being, you know, the best week of your life.
Every year I cry at the finish line. It doesn't matter why, it's more just, 1, I'm happy to be home, 2, I'm happy to see my friends, but 3, I'm so happy I did something that I never thought I could do.